Hi, hello, namaste, adab, namaskara, ellarku vanakkam and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to see how to solve or how to find the factorial of a number. Okay. Yeah, here I am giving the comment that makes you understand, okay, how to find factorial of a number or factorial of a number. Okay. Yeah. Let's see in general what is the factorial number, factorial of any number. Irrespective of coding or problem solving, let's see what is meant by factorial. If I give 3, the factorial of that number is 1 into 2 into 3. Okay, that is nothing but 1 into 2 is 2, then 2 into 3, that is 6. Yeah, if I give 4, then the factorial of 4 is 1 into 2, after that followed by 3 and multiplied by 4. That is nothing but 1 into 2 is 2, then 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 4 is 24. Hope you understand. I will give another example and I will stop there. If the input is 5, sorry, if the factorial of 5 is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 and followed by multiplied with 5. That is nothing but each and every time you no need to calculate the all factorial from 1, 2, 3 like that. If you know the factorial of previous one, that is nothing but 4 factorial is 24, right? Up to here, the answer is 24. 24 into 5. That is, I don't know, 24 into 5. Let's see here. 24 into 5. Nothing but 5 4 ja 20. 5 4 ja 20 and 4 5 2 ja 10. Yeah, that is nothing but 120, I think. Is it correct? 5 4 ja 20, 5 2 ja 10. Yeah, sorry, I am weak in mathematics. Okay, coming to the point, I don't know how to edit this. Let's see. Please excuse me if there are any mistakes or, you know, is there any better logic than this? Or if I am taking so much time because I want to explain in my level best way to make explain for each and every viewer in this video. Okay. Okay, I will directly put it as I will change the solution. Yeah, here I am mentioning 120, the answer. Okay. Hope you understand the logic. Sorry, we didn't enter into the logic yet. Okay. Here the logic is if the if you want to find the number 3 is factorial, then here I mentioned that is nothing but we have to start from 0 onwards, right? 1 and 2 and 3. Correct? For that, the logic is like this. Okay. If whatever may be the value, for suppose if I am taking the integer or number as n, we should definitely or we should obviously or we must and should starts from 1, 1, right? After that, we need to keep on multiplying with all the integers in between 1 and our integer n. That is the output. Simple. No need to bother about whether it is complex or not. No, it is very simple. Okay. Hope you understand. Let's get into the VS Code and try to execute with Python programming language. Okay. Okay. First, if you carefully observe in my previous videos or if you observe what to do now, we need some variable, right, to store the input from the user. It is better to take from the user only because while you are going to an exam or any competitive exams or if you are going to attend a interview, if the test is like execute the factorial, they will not provide. Or if you take the hard code values that like I will mention here, I will copy this. If I take 10 in exam, they are going to give you different type of test cases or different type of inputs that will be generated automatically. If you take input IP equals to directly 10, then it will execute only for the value 10. Okay. So it is better to take always user input. Yeah. Enter the value or enter the integer is better to find factorial. Okay. Practice like this only. Give spaces. Okay. If you run the code, the person who didn't know anything about the coding should come to know what is the main purpose of this programming. Okay, coming to the point, I said you let's go to paint. Here I mentioned we must and should start from one. We must and should start from one, right? So for that I am taking an another variable that is nothing but fact I am taking. I mentioned it should start from one, right? Yeah, I'm giving and or assigning one to the fact. Okay, I will use while. I will tell you why I'm using while. If fact, while fact greater than, sorry, less than or equal to input, then only you need to increment fact with fact into what? Fact into what? Every time you need to, did you observe that every time this number, if assume that this I is, this one is I, that is incrementing by one, right? Each and every time the variables or the numbers are increasing, right? So let me take fact into fact, fact, sorry, give me some time. Here I am directly fact is equals to facts into what? I don't know. Wait. I will pause this and it may takes time. Okay, I will be back. Yeah, guys, what I said is correct. I stopped the video a little bit for a short time. Okay, here I am declaring an another I. I will say Y. Okay, fact is equals to fact into I, and I will increment that I by 1. I hope you already understood why I increment by 1 because here the 1 is incremented to 2 after the 3 and keep on going until what? our input integer comes. That is the simple logic. Nothing apart from that. Okay. Yeah. Here I need to stop. I will need to replace with I. I will tell why. Okay. Let's see whether I'm getting the output in my desired way. Okay. I will mention here itself the factorial of the factorial of integer. What is the integer? Input, right? Input is, giving the spaces or the spaces will makes your code efficient and understandable to each and everyone in an easy way. Okay. Yeah. What is that fact? Yeah. I will try. Yeah. It is asking me to enter the input. If I enter the input 2, what will be the output? Definitely, it is going to be 2, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is 2. I will, yeah, now it will be better. I don't know why it is not coming. Okay, I will rerun this and I will check whether I'm getting 120 for input 5. Yeah, if I have, if I enter 0 means what is the output? 0 is 1, yes. And if I enter 1, yeah, 1, I am getting all the permutations and combinations output. Okay, now I will again check. Okay, no need to check, I think, but I want to check clearly. It is asking me to enter the integer to find the factorial. Yeah, I will enter 5. Obviously, we are going to get the output as the factorial of integer 5 is 120. Yeah, we are getting the output. Let's see what's happening inside the what I can say. Yeah, inside the code. I will select this. Yeah, I will mark it as a good thing. Okay, then only you can now. If I apply green. Yeah. Please assume in our videos we highlight the some part that indicates that is the main logic. Okay. Wait, why it is not erasing? Okay. Before that, yeah, I will text here, or else I come to VS Code and copy this one. Copy this. This is the main logic. This is enough to make you understand. Okay. Without wasting the time, let's let's do it. Okay. Yeah. Now assume that whatever the content uh, inside the what I can say inside my black color box or black color container, that is the logic. Sorry, not logic. That is the code. Code what we used. Okay. I don't know why it is taking again time. I don't know. I will undo this. Yeah, first I will copy, then wait. Please skip, or you can skip if I am taking so much time. Okay. Coming to this. I will add text because visualization is very, very important. Without a proper visualization or explanation, all my explanation will be waste. Okay. Yeah, I told you to assume these. Yeah, directly I'm without wasting my time or your time, mainly your time. I am going to execute or tell the logic what's happening here. In first iteration, in first iteration, what is the fact value? Yeah, what is the fact value? That is nothing but one, right? And the ith value is that is also one. While no need to write the while again. Okay, while I what is the value? One is less than or equal to input. What is the input? What is the input? That is nothing but if we take 5. Okay, 5. In our videos, we represent if the condition is true, we represent it as star mark, right? Yeah, star mark. In that fact, fact will be incremented, right? Fact is equals to what is the fact value now? 1. That will be multiplied with 1. That is why here I mentioned I, right? So I. Fact value is also 1 and as well as ith value is also 1. So we will go to the next step and we will increment I with with what? 1 plus 1. That is nothing but 2, right? Here it is better to mention 1. Yeah. In the second iteration, coming to the second iteration, yeah. What is the fact value? Current fact value of 1. Look at this. The fact value is 1. Okay. Then the ith value, we have incremented because in every while loop, you need to mention the condition and as well as update. That update, based on that update only, the while loop is going to be run. Okay. I mentioned here I. Okay. I. I is the base, or we can say I depend upon I, the while loop is going to be executed. Okay. What is the current I value? That is nothing but 2, right? Yeah. After that, it will go to the while loop. Whether 2 is less than or equal to 5. I think it takes too much time. Okay. Yeah, it is correct only, right? 2 is less than or equal to 5. That is correct. I am put it as star mark. Okay. Now the fact. What about the fact? Fact will be incremented by what is the current fact value? 1, right? And that 1 is going to be multiplied with current I value. That is nothing but 2. The answer is 2. Okay. And what about the I? It will be incremented to what is the current I value? 2. 2 plus 1. That is nothing but 3. Yeah. Did you observe the fact is multiplying by 1? Whatever the logic we wrote here, right? What is it? How to close this? I don't know. Okay, let it be. Hope you see the, yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay, okay. Okay, hope you see this. 3. If you are taking 3, first we are going to multiply with 1. We have done it. Yes. After that, we multiplied with 2. We have done it. Now, see the third iteration. Okay. Okay. I will select this because there is no space, right? Yeah. Yeah. Here, I am going to explain third iteration. third iteration. What is the current value of fact? That is nothing but 2, right? Yeah. What about the I? That is also 3, I think. Yeah, 3. We are going to check the condition whether 3 is less than or equal to 5. It is obviously correct. So we are putting that condition as star mark, indicating it is true. In our videos only I am speaking. Okay. Fact is, what is the current value of fact? That is nothing but 2. And that 2 is going to be multiplied with 1. Sorry, not 1. Guess what? 3. Did you, if you carefully observe, I is equals to 2 plus 1. And we mentioned here I. So what is the current value of I? 3. Thi- This 3 will going to be multiplied with 2 and the result nothing but 6 is directly assigned to the fact. Okay. Then the ith value is nothing but 3 plus 1. Correct? That is 4. Hope you are understanding. If you have any doubts or comments, please free to ask in comments or mention comments. Okay. Yeah, without I am taking so much time. Fourth iteration, but I am giving my level best to finish as soon as I can. What is the current value of fact? That is nothing but 4, right? Sorry, 6. The ith value is 4, and we are checking whether 4 is less than or equal to 5. Correct, right? So I am making it as star. Okay. Then what about the fact? Fact is already the fact is here 6, right? Yeah, 6. And what is the current value of I? That is 4. Yeah, 4. And I will be incremented to what I equals to what is the current value of I? That is 4. And this plus 1, right? Yeah, 4 plus 1, that is nothing but 5. Here I am getting the fact that is 24. Yeah, I will select this for better understanding purpose. Wait, yeah, fourth iteration. Now I am taking the fifth iteration. Here I will mention, okay, fifth iteration. That is fact. What is the current fact? 24. I am not asking about truth. We declared fact, right? That is, and the current value of I is 5. Again, we are going to check whether that 5, that is nothing but 5, is less than or equal to 5. Yeah, here we mentioned less than or equal to. If any one condition satisfy also, it will execute the code inside the loop. Okay, 5 is equal to 5, right? Then only we are going to execute. Okay, fact. What about the fact? What is the current value of fact? That is nothing but 24. Where this 24 come in this box from the previous one only, right? Yeah, 24. And the ith value is 5. Now we are going to multiply 24 with 5. And we always increment I with what? What is the current value of I? 5 plus 1. Thus, that is nothing but 6. Okay. Here we are getting 120. Don't stop. Don't think that the iteration will stop here because I got 120 and 6. That is nothing but 6 is less than or equal to 5. It will check that condition also. Okay. At yeah, I will take here sixth iteration. Sixth iteration. Sixth iteration. That is nothing but fact equals to What is the current value of fact? That is 120 and the ith value is, the value in the I is 6. Here we are going to check whether 6 is less than or equal to 5. Both conditions are wrong if you carefully observe. Why? Because 6 is not equals to 5 and as well as 6 not less than or less than 5. Okay. So the condition is wrong. Here the while loop is going to be end. Okay. We got 120. Okay. Hope you understand. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.